Boom, boom, boom. Good afternoon. Welcome to another fun edition of Tuesday with Todd. I'm your host, Todd. Hey, that's pretty good, right? I need to move the screen because this is gonna. I don't mind looking like right there, but looking way over here where that camera is just doesn't seem well. So then I won't be able to check in and see how people are doing. But when I can just look right over there at the screen, that makes me a little happier. So, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Another fun edition of Tuesday with Todd. So let me know where you're at. How are things going for you today? Is everything going as planned? Any major catastrophes? Anything you want to celebrate? Let me know how your day is. Let me know where you're at. How's the weather in your area? I got some pictures from some friends out in California, and that looks ridiculous. Like ridiculous, crazy. So, yeah, now it sounds like that storm is headed our way, and we're going to be here Thursday into Friday. So, fun times ahead of us there. Also, hey, if you've got a drink, pull it up. Guess what? We're still on the White Monster kick. In fact, for those that are keeping track, that is still number one for me today. It's only about half full. I've only had half of one today. I tried to do math on it, but it was just, I think it was, I can go back and look and see and count for sure, but I think it was just under 400 square feet of transfers today. So not a bad day. I'll take it. I'll take that anytime we can get it. So I appreciate those orders. Keep them coming in. We are now getting stuff out in 3 days. So, hey, we're staying on top of it. So get your orders in, use all of that stuff. Tonight's show, we're going to talk fundraising. Now, we built the website, a couple weeks back, and then we got into some talks about different things. And then afterwards, I got a message from somebody that said, hey, what other ideas can we do for fundraising? And I said, where do you want to start? Because you can go down a rabbit hole with this. So I said, what better thing to do than do a Tuesday with Todd with it? Now, next Tuesday will be some Chat GPT. I was thinking, we're going back and forth today on which one to do. And there's a couple little things that I want to learn a little bit more, play with some more before we get into that, because it's going to be an overview, and I'm going to walk you through everything that I do with it, show you how it can help you in your business. So if you're interested in know more about, AI and Chat GPT, make sure to, hit that subscribe button. So when we go live next week, you'll be able to see it. Then the following Tuesday, I think we're going to postpone that show. We might take a week off because we're doing live event printing on that Tuesday at the Makers event for the school. So I think we're taking that one off. Now, if we're able to maybe go live and squeeze some stuff in, then great. But I don't think it'll be too busy. It's an elementary school. We're going to press some. We're going to have stuff to press on hand. We're going to talk about that tonight for fundraising efforts too. So get right into this conversation. Help us out. What are your questions on fundraising? What kind of items are you thinking? What are you doing currently? What do you need to do more of? This is where together we can all grow from there. Other things that we're working on is there is a couple things that we're doing on the business side that require. Imagine this: a business plan. Yes, I know. Most don't have a business plan. And while we have, a good one, we need to redefine it a little bit better and get some more information out of it to apply for some of the things that we're looking to apply for. So we figured, Aaron and I are going to go through it. What better thing to do than to offer, a business plan boot camp? So, if you're interested in that, and I know people are like, I don't need a business plan. And, you could be right where you say you don't need it, but that business plan is going to, those guardrails to kind of keep you on the same path. The other thing is when you're looking at wanting to do any kind of financing, with the bank or take out loans, apply for grants, things like that, most are going to require some sort of business plan. So, the more information you can have, the better chances you are of getting those things. And there's actually a city program here that we're going to look into. And that was one of the requirements. So I said, well, let's make this a nice tight deal. Because Corey went to the first one, and there was a lot of people that just were very big eyed at it, and she felt very confident in things because she's like, hey, we've got a lot of this, so yeah, we got that. So hey, if you're interested in business, you put boot camp in the bottom. I'm not sure the full details on it, but when that comes, we'll make sure to get you a hold of that. Now, where are we? We're this far into it. We haven't even got our hellos. So let's check in with everybody and see how they're doing. Darren, hello to you, my friend. What's up? Chuck, how are you doing? And Barb, they're in north central Minnesota, 28 degrees and snow starting tonight. Yeah, that's coming our way on Thursday, it sounds like. Thursday and Friday. Now, our local high school, they won the super sectional on last night. Yeah, today's Tuesday, on Monday night. And so they go to the Final Four this weekend. And that's on Friday. Well, guess what? We've got a storm rolling through Thursday into Friday. They're actually letting the school district out early, so anybody that wants to go down to the game is able to. What does that mean? Not too much, because it looks like we're kind of at the edge of the storm. North is going to get hit, south, no snow. So since we got to go downstate for it, everybody should be fine. But we're on the fence if we're going to go or not. We're thinking about it. It might be a little fun experience for the kids in that. But yeah, it could be a fun, good time. But hey, Final Four, first time in like 72 years we've made it that far. So the town is jacked. Jose, good afternoon, everyone. George from down the hall. George, good to see you, as always. Make sure we're looking at artwork for little pieces we miss. Right, George? Rachel, hello to you. Curtis, hello. Ooh, 45 degrees and drizzle in Kansas. Not looking forward to that. Broke events in here. Northern Indiana, 44 outside. Sun is shining. Diet Coke in the cup. Northern Indiana, so you're not too far away from us. We are in Western Illinois, so, not too far at all. Not too far at all. Let's see. And from what I can never pronounce this right. Is it Istica? Istica? Is that right? Yes or no? Istica. If not, give me a pronunciation that I'll screw up and I'll get there. Taking care of house cares while I watch. Love it, love it, love it. And Renee, hello. Congrats to the dream. Lovely spring day in Chicagoland, water in the cup. Right? So we've got spring and now we still got snow. So we know it's March and that's how it works here in Illinois, which don't forget this Sunday, we get to move those clocks forward. Yay. And there's always the talks of, this could be the last time we do that. Different bills get passed, but then they worry about, come wintertime that the sun's not coming up until 8:30 and the kids are out in the dark waiting for a bus. And I get both sides of it, but it is definitely nice to get that sun back and get that extra hour there. Yeah, if I need a rush order, what's the cutoff tomorrow? I'll need to have the order done Friday. I see you're expecting bad weather. Here's the thing. So same day prints is 10 a.m. But guess what? You're a great customer. So, just let us know. There's things, if we can't get that deadline, let's see where it is. Because tomorrow's Wednesday. So we can do same day and then overnight shipping. So that way you get it on Thursday. Or we could do 2-day and you get it on Friday. Personally, I would do same day and overnight. So that way it prints tomorrow and ships tomorrow. So you have it Thursday. And then, you don't have to stress on Friday. But, get the order in as soon as you can. Pick those options and we'll get it out and over to you for it. Stop. Yeah. We run into this is, this is something else before we get into fundraising stuff. This things we can talk about with artwork. Sometimes when you're recreating artwork and you're doing stuff, especially if anything has white in it, if we're not putting backgrounds behind things, an off color from it, sometimes you miss. And other times, we're talking a piece that was, I would say maybe this big, maybe just that big that was missed. And, we didn't catch it. I caught it when it was printing out. And it's like, is this part of the design or not? And then we had to really look at it and see, and things happen, but hey, it's what you do to fix those. And we were able to correct it. So, no harm, no foul, but man, we know how that goes, converting artwork and go there. Itasca. Now I know it's Itasca. Rye, good for you. Good for you. Yo. Thanks for stopping by, my man. Eric, sunny, mild, and lower BC. All right. Itasca. You're very welcome, Tiro. And Rich, you're not too far from me. I'm in Brookfield, not Wisconsin. Yes, she's in Brookfield. We can hear the lions from her house. I think so, right? Isn't that right? We can hear the lions from her house. I believe that. I believe that to be a true statement there. Okay, so let's get into fundraising efforts. Now, most of us have all done T-shirt fundraisers, right? Yeah, I can see everybody's head nod. But if you have done, a T-shirt fundraiser, put what should we put in there? Me. Who's done one? Put me in the comments if you've done a T-shirt fundraiser, because that's how we know. This is interactive. We need you all to be interactive with us. So T-shirt fundraisers are quick, simple, easy things to do. How, what parts of things can you run them for? You name it. A T-shirt can be made for it, right? Whether it's a fun run, whether it's a birthday, a graduation, whether it's for a medical benefit, whether it's for a team sport, whether it's for a school or a graduate. I already said graduation. You name it, and we can do that, right? There is all kinds of things that we can put in there for fundraising. And a lot of us, have done decal fundraisers. How do I know? Because we print for you guys. Hey, so we're able to print those out for you, and we've helped walk you through that. How you can sell that. That was a couple shows ago. We walked through a decal fundraiser, how to run that. So shirts, decals, pretty simple. Straightforward, easy to use. But what other options do you have out there? So the point of this one is we're going to talk about some of the different things that we've done fundraising for. Ways that you're able to show that off, ways that you're able to create that extra income and do those add-ons to things, because it just makes sense to do. There's no real reason that you shouldn't be doing it. If you're already printing for people on a regular basis, why not? Why not print their fundraising effort? Why do they go somewhere else for that stuff? Do they not know that you're able to do it? Because you are. So we can get into that. All right. Let's see. I have good me. Yep. All right. Me. Yes. Oh, yes. The lions, seals, and peacocks. That's what I thought. I thought it was there. Renee was just there today for my son's field trip. So you weren't too far from Renee at all. Never done a t-shirt fundraiser. How am I doing for school that are blankets, hats, and tumblers? No decal either. So broken fence right here. You haven't done the t-shirt, but you're doing one for blankets, hats, and tumblers, right? So there's ones right there that people don't realize, blankets, hats, tumblers. Those are all great ones to do. Why? Because on our end, the t-shirt one is just a go-to. But blankets, right now we're going into spring, right? So you got the spring sports. So you've got the baseball, the softball, the track and field, the soccer, all the spring sports. And if you're a parent or you've played any of those sports, that in the morning you're in the parka and in the afternoon you're in the tank top. It's just how it works, at least here in my area. It's cold in the morning and then it's beautiful in the afternoon. So something like a blanket is a great thing to run a fundraiser with. Here's the blanket. It's the stadium blanket ones. I like the picnic ones myself for these that have that tarp-like backing, that canvas backing, so it doesn't soak up the water, so you can lay that out on the ground when needed. But then you can also cover up with it the fleece side of it, have the tarp side out, so if it's raining, you're able to do that, right? It keeps it off. You put the logo on it, so you have whatever your team is, you have the logo on it, and there's option one. Now, if they want to personalize it, it's themselves. So the run here's and decorating a shirt. You're just able to put it on there, whether you're using DTF transfers, white toner transfers, screen printed transfers, HTV, you can do it. It's not difficult at all, but it's another thing to add to it. You run a fundraiser just off of that. Let's, do some math on it. So let's say, the average stadium blanket is $50, right? You're going to give them, let's say $5, $10 back for each one. You're still making decent money, and now they're making $5 or $10 off each one. If you're doing a league, and let's say there's 5 teams, and or 5 divisions, and each division is a team, and each team, we're just going to go 12 for easy math. There's 60 people, right? Let's say $30 and bang just a few hours tops, and you're able to make good money off of it. And you only sold 20 of them. And those might be 20 new customers that you haven't dealt with before that now have your product in front of them. So you're able to send them, here's some other things that we do. Here's some other specials with it. So like that blanket, pretty simple, easy to do. Michelle, hello to you. And swimming as well. Yeah, swimming. We'll see that. What are those? The big long parkas, the swimming parkas is what I think they whatever they are for. Richie, haven't done a fundraiser, but like to get started with my church since I'll be going on a trip with them in July. So we're working on this right now. There's Easter shirts that we're working on for a church. I just sent them back the design today for approval. But they're going to purchase in bulk, so they got a discounted rate on shirts, and then they're going to try and sell them for $20 minimum each, is what they said. And so they're going to make a good amount of money off it. It's only 250 shirts, but let's say they make $5 a shirt, right? There's 250 shirts. $5 times 250, they're going to make $1,250. And all they have to do is come up with the design. Here's this, order the shirts, done, get them, and they're able to go out from there. And what you could do in that instance is instead of selling in bulk, which I love doing in bulk because it's just done, it's over with, and then they're sitting on the inventory for it. It's up to them. But if you're able to create that store, which if you don't know how to create a quick and simple website, go back 2 episodes. Is it 2 episodes? Go back and you can see where we created the free Equid site, and you're able to do that and put together a little pop-up store for them that just has it on there. They can order everything online. The great thing about doing the online thing is there's no inventory involved, right? So you're not sitting on a bunch of stuff. We're going to meld two things together. We have the makers event that we're doing at the school 2 weeks. So at the time that we're doing it, the only thing that's going to be available there is t-shirts. So t-shirts and then single color designs. That's what we're doing. It's going to make it easy with transfers just to be able to bang it out, not have to mess with pressures and time and any of that. Just go with it. But on the website, there's crew necks, there's long sleeves, there's hoodies, there's full color designs. They're going to have a lot more selection on the website. Also, by buying on the website, they're going to save some money because they're pre-purchasing it. So you're able to say, hey, you can do this. And we're still giving money back to the school. So the school's going to make money. We're going to make money. At the event, school will make money. We'll make money. So it'll be really easy to do. And it's something that you can put together. And I said, we built that site in under an hour with me chit-chatting through it. So you can put those together for it. So, on a church fundraiser, we see that a lot when they are going on mission trips, when they are going on, there's a couple that we do where they every summer, it's not a mission trip, but I don't know what exactly it's called. It doesn't matter what it's called, but they will sell shirts for that. They'll do different fundraising goals where, I bought this shirt to support whatever, and they'll have, the design of what they're doing with it on it. So it's just another way for them to boost their totals off of it. Super simple, super easy to do. Kristen, hello to you. So back to here. All right. So the other ones on it, hats and tumblers. Super simple, super easy on these two as well. Because even if you don't offer embroidery or patches or things like that, you can meet up with people because tumblers are going to fall in this too. Tumblers are another great one, especially laser tumblers. You can get with somebody like Renee and be like, hey, we need a tumbler. What would be my cost on, say, 12 tumblers, 24 tumblers, 36 tumblers, and a 30-ounce version? Let's say you're going to pick a black one and it's just going to be laser on it. And it's going to have, the school logo on it, and that's it, or the corporate logo, or whatever it is. Because you're like, how's that a fundraising for a corporate logo? Well, think about it. You got a local coffee shop, right? Here's a little local coffee shop. What are these tumblers? Here's a 30-ounce engraved one with their logo. There's value in that. They're going to sell that as, hey, buy this for $45 and refills are X amount of dollars. What does that do? That puts a nice cup in somebody's hand. They're going to show that off. It's going to be seen, and they're not wasting cups. Future, they bought it here, so it's going to save money. So it gives them a reason to keep coming back. So you're selling it to them. They're selling it. There's an upcharge to it. They're making money off of it. You made money off it. You're like, hey, you just need to buy 12 of them at this cost. At 24, it's this cost. At 36, it's this cost. You can sell them for this, offer it for this, and guess what? Now everybody has made money along the way. When it comes to schools, same way. You can have it on there where here's the logo, here's that. Let's say you're doing it for a cancer benefit, right? Hey, whatever their theme is for that, you can, let's say a breast cancer one. You can get a pink tumbler and you can have it laser engraved with whatever you want on it. And you got to tell them, hey, we need to order a minimum of whatever. You can ask Renee, hey, what's your minimum? Sure, with her it's 1, but 1 is not cost effective, so it's going to be more. So you're going to say, here, what's my cost on this? And you're going to base it off this number. And you're going to make, 25% off it. You're just mark it up 25, 30%, and then they can mark it up whatever they want. You're going to make 20, 30% by just hitting a button. And if you quoted off that initial order of 1, so let's say 1, we're just throwing numbers out here for, not holding anybody these numbers, but let's say 1 laser engraved one is $15, right? So it's $15. You're going to mark it up 30%. What's that? It's basically $3. You're going to sell it to them for $8 or $18. You're not going to lose money. Make it. So you're going to sell it to $18, $19, someone in there. They can turn around and sell it $25. They'll make $7. Now let's say, that 15 at a dozen, it drops down to 13. Well, now you're making, you're going to sell it that same 8, but now you're making 5 and you're making more of it. So this is where finding those partners that you can work with really help out. And, some of like Renee, where you're able to do laser work, what other laser products do you offer? Can we do keychains? Can we do the tumblers? Can we do awards. What other things can we offer with that? We got to start thinking outside of the t-shirt box. What are some things that other things that we can put together from fundraising efforts? And this is one where you look at it as, here's a great moneymaker. And when you look at a laser engraved tumbler, there's value in that, right? It looks very high end. A full sublimation one, very high end. Anything that can be personalized that they just can't go buy at Walmart, there's value in that. So you have to start looking at things like that. All right. How am I doing so far? Am I getting wheels turning? I'm here for ideas. What are some things that you're thinking of? We can talk about it. What other things we doing? Brian loves fundraisers. Me and Brian were just talking about this not too long ago about different things that you can offer from fundraising. One thing, Brian, in our call just before this, Brian was talking yard signs. Yard signs is a huge fundraising effort. Huge fundraising effort. And how does that work? So someone like us, when we print yard signs, what we do is we're able to take your artwork, and most of them will have a base, design, base logo. So for a school, a team, whatever, it'll have that logo on it. Let's take or we're coming up on baseball. So here's the baseball logo of the school and the team name and all that. And there's a spot where you can put a name. So you're able to put the player name, player number, whatever that you want to put in there. You're going to buy these from us for, depending on quantity, it can be as low as $9. It can be as much as $15. It just really depends on how many you're purchasing. But you're going to sell them to them. You do your markup, 25, 30%, 50%, depending on what you're buying it for. But let's say, they're going to buy them from you for, $15, $20, whatever. They're going to try and sell them for $25. Guess what? They made money doing nothing. You're going to set up that same website. They're going to be able to go in, enter all the information, so you don't have to read anything, do anything, pay you directly. You're going to pay us. The difference, what you pay us, what you keep in the school, there you go. Easy money. And yard signs are a great thing. Darren's done a few. We've done a few for Darren, and I think they went well for him. So, yeah, if Darren's in here, hey, Darren, how's that work for you? Darren, what, if you don't mind, that's going to share away. What do you how do you set up your yard sign fundraising? How does that work for you? I'd see you in there. Yep, like Renee says, yep, send artwork, make money. If I only knew then what I know now. Absolutely. Because for me, a lot of times, up until I'd say 5 years or so, I guess when I really got back into this the second time and I said, this is going to be the business, I thought I had to do everything. If we're going to sell it, damn it, I have to make it. I have to physically put my hands on it, or somebody in our team has to do it. Then I realized that that's very time consuming, and time costs money and labor intensive. And if things screw up, it's on me, right? Like if I do something wrong, it's on me. I have to replace it. Well, guess what? When I can work with partners and they can do that stuff for me, there's no cost. And that say something will take 2 hours to do, right? Well, that's 2 hours that I can spend doing something else because my partner is making it for us, right? They're making it for me, so I don't need to. So I can focus on something else that is generating more income. So I'm double dipping now, right? And so that's the thing is you find the partners you want to work with. Now, I'm not going to say you have to use us for all your print needs, but could you? Absolutely. Signs, banners, decals, shirts, transfers, you name it, we can print it. We can take care of you all the way through it. We could be your one-stop shop for it. Laser? Yeah. Do I have a laser? Yeah. Do I use it? No. Do I have people that are way better at it and can do it cheaper than I can, even though I have one? Absolutely. So while we may use it for samples and things, when it comes to other stuff, we would send it out. There's no reason for us to do it in-house. And that's the thing is you find your partners you want to work with, and then you go from there. And you stay in contact with them. What kind of things are you seeing that, are trending? What things are you doing? Because they'll tell you. Why? Because they want your business. They want to see you succeed. They're like, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people do X this year. I've already had a bunch of orders for this. Yard signs, we're getting into it right now, and we're already seeing stuff for baseball and softball. A few for soccer, but not a whole lot. But we're already getting inquiries for it. And here's the other thing too: when you work with us, we'll drop ship for you. So you don't even have to be local. We'll drop ship to whoever you want to, and we blind ship, so there's none of our information on it. And that's it. You've got the return address. Boom. They just go. That's it. And it makes it really easy. And you just get to make money just hitting buttons. It's the best thing. It's the best thing I've done. I've done it. Yeah. That's how we do it. Brian said, I had a school last week say that no screen printer had ever offered other things but t-shirts and hoodie. And that's a tragedy. That is a tragedy. That is a very narrow-minded focus on one thing only. Because I think a lot of us have been in that position before. We're only going to offer this. We're only going to offer this because this is all we know. This is all we do. Now, on the flip side of this, it's not always sunshine and rainbows. There's going to be time where there's artwork mess up. There's going to be time where there's a product mess up. There's going to be time that things just didn't turn out the way that you expected. You're going to butt heads with vendors. You're going to butt heads with timelines. And that's why you think you should just do it yourself. You're going to go through that. There's going to be growing pains. The biggest thing is communication. Like when we've ran into issues before, we've communicated with whoever we've made the purchase from, whoever's buying from us, and we're letting them know, hey, here's what's going on with it. Here's what we can do. Here's what we're looking at. But just be very transparent with it. The other thing too is when you're looking at, I'm going to throw Renee on the hot seat right here, just because we were talking lasers. If you're going to do a tumbler fundraiser, right? And you're like, hey, Renee, we're looking, we could sell anywhere from one of these to 144 of them. What are we looking at for a timeline? And I'm sure she'll give you a timeline for it. So you're going to take her timeline and you're going to add days to your timeline. So if she says, hey, it's 7 to 10 business days, you're going to go 10 to 14 business days. You're never, ever, ever go off by what you assume something is going to show up as. Especially now with the way that shipping is. Things can get lost. Things can happen. They do their job. Renee does everything. It's all packaged up, nice, neat, boom, and it's shipped. And then something happens, when it's on the way to you. The truck has a flat tire and it doesn't get out that day. And then there's a misship. And so it's going to take 3 or 4 more days to get to you. You got to stay on top of things like that. And it's not Renee's fault. It's not our fault when we ship it. Once it leaves our hands, we sit there every day when we ship stuff out. We go to UPS. We either go right to the hub, or we've got a UPS ship center, or we've got our UPS guy. So we've got 3 different options to get it out. We pray. Just because it's scanned doesn't mean that it's scanned and it's going to end up where it's at. We had a package that somebody had sent us a picture of not too long ago where UPS lost it back in, I think it was September or something. And it was lost package. And, we started the claims process. We reshipped them a new one for it. And I think it just showed up maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago. They're like, hey, look, never lose faith. And that's the thing, things just happen. And so you cannot blame the people that produce your products for that. Things happen. If they give you a timely manner, it's went out. You've got tracking, because we've all, maybe we all haven't, but I've definitely been in that scam where, hey, the label's printed, but that's it. It never made it to getting scanned anywhere. So like, just because the label's printed, you have a tracking doesn't mean it's shipped. It hasn't been shipped until it's actually been scanned in somewhere. So, be mindful of it. Just the best thing to do is ask questions. Be that ask hole. Get out there, ask as many questions as possible. Do what you need to do to feel comfortable on it. We had somebody this afternoon that says, hey, is there any way that we could still get decals printed out today and shipped 2 days so we have them by the end of the week? And I said, well, it depends. How many and what, how many are we looking at? So they told me the size, they told me how many, and I'm like, yeah, just go ahead, printing right now. I go then. Yeah, it's very flexible to our wholesale customers. Why? We have to be. We can't be hard set. This is it. Now, there's times that we are, especially if we're waiting on product to come in. If you're having us do specialty things, there is, an inventory thing that we have to worry about. But we're very transparent with that happens. Hey, here's what we're doing for it. Here's how we can. Here's what we're going to do, because we want to make sure that we're, not only meeting but exceeding your expectations of us. And while we may not be for everybody, we are for a lot of people, and we do our best to stay with that for it. But yeah, right there. Yeah, it's scary, right? It's scary, right? Good for you. And that's the thing is Brian does all kinds of stuff, and he offers all kinds of stuff. There it is. Darren says, loves yard signs. Never thought about the laser tumbler as a fundraiser. I like it. And and Darren has a laser. Here's the thing, Darren, you have a laser. So why couldn't you do it? Like, here's another one, Darren, right? Why couldn't, and maybe you are offering it, but why couldn't you at Christmas do, some kind of fundraising Christmas ornament on a crystal, on a crystal ornament, right? Here's this, a portion of it goes back to whatever, right? And when people think fundraiser, it doesn't always have to be logos. Let's say let's use that for an example. Crystal ornaments, right? Crystal ornaments. Here's 2023, Merry Christmas 2023, and here's 4 or 5 different designs for them to choose from, right? It doesn't have to have anything to do with the school or the program or anything there. It's just 5 Christmas designs. they're going to get something back from it. All you have to do is push that. Merry Christmas to this. My favorite from your favorite grandson, whatever. You can create whatever you want. Say, hey, here's a special that we're running this year on this. You're going to make $5 back from every crystal ornament that you sell. Yep, here's the designs for it. Think how a school does fundraising, right? Like they've done popcorn ones, they've done wrapping paper ones, they've done gift card ones, they've done popcorn. They do all these things that have absolutely nothing to do with the school, right? There's no logos on it, no nothing. It's just that. You can do that same thing. It doesn't always have to be that logo related to that sport, to that team, to whatever. Even like softball parents. So if you're already doing softball teams and there's only so much of, the team logo stuff, at least me as a parent it was. But if I can take my softball designs that I have and I can run a fundraiser with them, like, hey, we're running, a shirt party. We've got these 12 shirts that are available and, it's open for 2 weeks and then we're going to close it. And 25% of all sales is going back to the team. No team logo on it, no nothing on it, but here's just the designs to choose from. You can send anybody. This way, you don't even have to be, to show your support for the team and have the team logo on that. Anybody can buy those. So then it opens up to a wider market and it makes them more money. So there's another fundraising idea for you. Definitely something easy to do. Richie, wheels are spinning now. Never thought about it like this. And yeah, that's the thing is together, when we all start different ideas, thinking about different things, it definitely comes up there. What's Renee got up here? Leatherette engraved keychains, engraved picture frames, right? Earrings with your player's name and number. All super simple, easy things. And guess what? When you buy from Renee, you don't have to do it. You just send artwork and it shows up and you get to make money. So even better. You do yard signs. We do yard signs. So if you need yard signs, we can hook you up. You can go to our website right now, fatdadwholesale.com. You can see that there's the yard signs on there. They're 12 by 24. They can come with stakes. So you can definitely go on there, order up some yard signs, and we can help you with that. You want to put a yard sign fundraiser together? Guess what? We can help you do that as well. Because we're talking, you could have 50, 60 yard signs on it, right? And if you're going to make, let's say $5 to $10 a yard sign, that's $250 to $500, and you don't have to do anything. Well, you do have to do something. Create artwork, put some stuff together, but very minimal for that kind of money. Less than, a half hour's worth of work, and you make good money at it. And you look great because here, you have them back 7 to 10 days later. Here you go. You're all set, ready to rock and roll. Give them the stuff, whether it's single-sided, double-sided, we can help you out all the way. So yes, we do print yard signs. Super duper, super duper. I'll ask them if they have any idea. If they don't, I say one way is to have a contest with the art kids for designs to keep my price down for them and get the kids involved. Absolutely. So we do that for like the 5th grade shirts because now our junior high is 6th, 7th, 8th. So 5th grade is the last year. So they create the shirts. They do everything. So artwork's done. Hey, what design? I don't know. Whatever you guys want to come up with. The other something else that you can do. Here's another school one. Every school is always raising funds, right? So maybe you create, from, let's say, September through May, you create a shirt of the month, right? Here's this shirt's design, here's this month's design, and you just have that theme for that month. So like here in March would be St. Patrick's Day, right? So it's going to be your school, a little fun St. Patrick's design. You're going to actually run this in February. So that way they'd have it, they'd have it now for it before St. Patrick's Day. But there's another thing you can do. Hey, we're going to put this together. Every shirt you sell, you're going to make, $5 off of it. Super simple, super easy. Not everybody has to buy, but it's just something we can put together for you real quick. Now, if you've got a school that has 300 kids, a good rule to me is I always like to get a third of whatever it is. So 300 kids, if I can get 100 kids to buy a shirt, let's say that shirt is, going to be $15, and, we're going to give them back 10. So, in sales, we did $1,000 in sales. School made 500. Super simple, super easy. So maybe they're wanting to do something with a playground, right? Every school is always things that every year wants to buy a new piece of the playground equipment. You create a fun design with that. You sell that. Here, we're going to put on a shirt. And here we said we weren't going to talk shirts, but shirts are just that easy go-to fundraising on things like that. Anything that you can do. Very, very simple, easy. And yep, great idea there. If I design, then I ask if they want a simple or out there, and they get 3 proofs. Then decide on the style, then move on. I always tell them if they want to personalize the sign, I need a list of names. Yep, and Darren sends a nice spreadsheet of names, and so when we go through, we set it up, and we went back and forth with this, but we'll set up, and then we send Darren proofs for approval. everything's good to go there, because the last thing that we want to do is to ship out something wrong. So have as many eye sets on it as you can. We're just copying and pasting from what was in there, set ready to go. If you have the artwork already done for us, great. But if not, hey, as long as you have the names, you have the main artwork for it, not the individual one, we can work with that from there. But then it's really quick, simple. You have stuff back in 7 days, and you're off to the races making money with it. I tell them to upcharge for personalization, like $5 or $10. So then they sell them for $25 and up. I do the design, send it to me with the list. Woo! Send the proof, and they forward them. They approve. That's it. Now, one of the things to always think of too, and this is where we found out with Darren, is doing one sign is a pain, right? Because when you're doing a bunch of them, it's there. So tell them, hey, if you get any extras after the fact, it's going to cost you twice as much. So make sure to get everybody in, because it's a lot easier to ship all of them at once than to ship one by itself and set up for one. So we can do one. It just costs a lot more, and just get them all at the same time. There he goes, and yep, he sends to me, and we drop ship to them. Easy enough. And here, Brian's got one. I tell bands of football teams to make generic school things, so they quit selling. So they quit selling to that. Absolutely. So that's the other thing. When you become a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very cornered, very pigeonholed, very, in that niche of right here, like swimming. It's just a swimming shirt. That's all it is. It's swimming for this. Okay, that's all you're going to sell to, is you're going to sell to the swimming families. Nobody else is going to buy that unless they know somebody that's, unless they're really related to somebody in swimming. Hey, I don't think too many friends buy, swimming shirts because their friends are a swimmer. Now, they might buy the regular shirt with the regular school stuff on it because, hey, they're there. But, yeah, having them so, they're able to get more and see it there. I've also seen, let's see, where do you go? I have also been doing spiritware stores and giving 10% back to the team, 10% back to the team as a fundraiser. Absolutely. So that's something else. You can dictate on the ways to do it, whether you do a set dollar amount or you do a percentage base. Now, we work on a tiered system, and for the most part, it works good. There's a little more math involved, but we start them with 5%, and they can make up to 25%. The more they sell, the more they get to make, right? That's just how it works. And we base the numbers that we want off, the most that we would have to give. So that way we're making sure that we're still making money too. But at the end of the day, that's what it's there, is to raise funds with it. So doing a spiritware sale, it's very easy to do something where it's a 10% of the total, or 15% of the total. It's hard to do a dollar amount when there's a bunch of multiple things. We've got decals in there, water bottles in there, beanies, hats. It's hard to do off that. Percentage base works really well. Where are the yard signs located on our website? If you go on Fat Dad Wholesale, and that's Fat Dad Wholesale, go there, and then it's just right under yard signs. I think it's like one of the very last positions there when you scroll all the way down is yard signs, is where it's right there. Super simple, super easy. That's right, super simple, super easy. There it is. Darren says, I'm getting ready to start a Tumbler of the Month for my fire department. Right there, right? Each month a new color. Kind of like the old days of McDonald's Star Wars collectibles cups. Absolutely. So, Darren, why you're doing this, because Darren does sublimation too, if I remember right. Something else that I've seen is that people have done the garden flags, right? Like garden flags are great as a fundraiser too, because, you can make them with anything on it. So, it's no different than anything else as the garden flags. But I've seen them where they've done that as well, where they've created a 12-month rotating flag. So here's 12 months. You sign up and here's the monthly thing. You're going to get a new flag each month. So it'll go with the seasons. It'll go with that. Some people have multiple designs to choose from. Hey, you can choose from design A, B, or C, and that's what we'll print and ship to you. So another way to do. You can set that up as a fundraiser. Fundraising opportunities are limitless, folks. Excuse me. It's just up to you to do it. Janess, what's going on? Are we going to see you in DAX? Which DAX is going to be here before we know it. What are we out of DAX? 6 weeks, 5 weeks? Middle of next month, right? DAX Chicago, Tinley Park. So if you are in the Chicagoland area or you're within driving distance, which I say, hey, 5 hours, if you're in 5 hours, make sure to head over to DAX Show. That's DAXSHOW and sign up to get there. Free to sign up, I think up until like a week or two beforehand. Get in there. There's shows. It looks like class-wise, there's a fair amount of embroidery this year, so that's a sweet thing. And then the screen printing. So definitely get over there. We'll be there Friday and Saturday. So we're staying up there Friday night. So, hey, you know to find us at the hotel bar. There's always great conversation. They have an amazing bartender up there. And we shut the place down. But it shuts down early at like 10 or 11. So don't think it's too crazy. And then you get to go back to the sex room because every room there is a sex room. They try and tell you it's a workout room. But I'm telling you, there's bouncy balls, there's stretching things, there's things on the wall. I know what's really going on there. And Darren says, I agree with Brian. I've been trying to push the coaches to school-wide spirit, not specific, broader audience. Yeah. So the more they can generate, that's the thing. The more you get to make, the more they get to make. The more you get to make, the more they get to make. It is so much easier when they go broad like that for it. Look at that. I need to get in touch with Corey for a cup order. You know where to find her. Send her through. She'll take care of it. And yes, Dax for show. Yes, Dax for sure. Dax faux show is when you'll be there. And then Darren, the garden flag is an awesome idea. I have a meeting with the women's auxiliary about things from the salon. I like that idea. And that's the point of these. The point of these is to get more ideas flowing. Are all of these going to be knock them out of the park? No, because your market may not be it. Somebody else's market is. Like here, I don't think I could sell a monogram thing if my life depended on it. Well, no, if my life depended on it, I'm selling monograms. Like if that's all I had and all I had to do, I would go with it. Why? Because it's the internet. We can sell that stuff anywhere. Just locally here, it's not a big thing. Now, I go down south, they'll monogram a ham and cheese loaf, right? They'll monogram anything. So you just have to say monogram. They're like, take my money. It's not here how it is here. But there's certain things with it. Any way that you can just open up their eyes to more things. And what's it cost you? Maybe a little time to create some mock-ups, some ideas. Let's just start looking at anything. Anything can be a fundraiser. And if it's something that you can make, like a flag or a tumbler, and even something else, so we'll do the 3x5 flags, which those are on our website too. So you can just do the school logo, 3x5 flags, right? You can, I think you have to buy 5 of them, and the cost I think is like $27. I'd have to go back and look. I think that sounds right about there. But you get those, you sell them to the school for $35, $40. They sell them for $50. Everybody makes money, and you didn't have to do anything. Now, my flag guy takes a little longer to do because they are submade, they are sewn, they're all this. So that one's a little farther out. But flags, another easy thing to do, and those are like the 3x5 flags that we're doing. Banners, like here, we're coming on graduation sign, right? So look at bundle things. How can I and say, hey, listen for this, we want to give you a cut of it. Here's some banners, here's some yard signs, here's some other things that we would like to incorporate in this, class of 2023 cup, but banners, a 2x3 banner, 2x4 banner, something that they can hang on a door, they can hang on a fence, something like that. Easy money. Now for us, banners, you're going to sell them, you're going to make decent money off banners when you buy them from us. You're going to buy them at, $3 a square foot. You're going to sell them, $5, $6 a square foot. So easy money for you on banners. And especially senior photos, when they have all that senior night, here's all of them hung along the fence or in the rafters or along the bleachers. Just another way for them to make money. Right? Well, we've seen done it. They can make everybody sign all the banners. So then it's kind of like that memorable gift. I think that's the word I was looking for, where everything's signed, sealed, delivered, woohoo, and put on there. But that's another thing. Banners are great money. And we're going in the spring. So just banners in general, yeah, it's the time for it. Things are going to start clearing up. So what can you do? Oh, yep, you need a banner? We got you. So definitely look at those for it. Rich said, I'll be at Dax looking around. Whoop. Well, we will be there too. Come find me. Come find my toes. We don't know what color they'll be yet, but my toes will be on full display for that. But we will be there. Like I said, we don't think we're taking the class Friday morning. We'll take the kids into school, which is like 7:30, and then we'll head up to Dax. So we'll get up there about 9:30. So we'll get up there right before the show opens. We'll cruise around through there, see the things we need to see. I think I have class on Saturday because I think I'm taking Terry Combs' class, everything you need to know about DTG and DTF. But Todd, you've been doing DTF since the beginning. I've been told I'm one of the pioneers of it. I'm not. I just know a fair amount about it because I got in very early with it and learned a lot, and we continue to learn on it. Since you should teach a class on it, and so between you and me, we may be on the teaching circuit next year at trade shows. He said I should put on a real world class on DTF transfers, not a salesy class, to like the real deal. Should I get into DTF printing? And I really said, I can definitely sign people up from that, and because I can be in and out in like 2 minutes by just saying, hey, who wants to buy a DTF printer? And when people raise their hand, I'll just say, don't, end of class, let's go. Because most people really shouldn't. It just, unless you're going commercial with it, it's going to be more problems than what it's worth. You need to hire somebody for it. But that's what we're building a class around, the ins and outs of DTF printing in your business. So look for that in 2024. Ooh, sneak peek, right? But, there's always something to learn. I always say when you go to trade shows, while you may think, oh, there's not a lot of vendors there, or there's nothing I really want to see. So I look at trade shows, that my top two things that I look at is what classes they have. If they have classes, what do they have? Is there anything that I can take that I offer? And remember, if you go to a free one, they're gonna pitch you. In a paid one, you get the information because you paid for it. In a free one, they're gonna make you pay for something. Even if they're not selling something, they're selling you, right? So that's just the way it goes. On free classes, yes, you'll get some knowledge, but you're the ones that they're trying to sell to you. So remember that going into it. But I always look at the education. Is there something I can learn, pick up from there? Number two is the networking. The networking is huge for us. Hold on. Some of our best friends, like in real life friends, like people that we talk to on a regular basis, people we go on vacation with, people we travel with, people in our wedding, we've met through the industry. And where did we meet? At trade shows, online, virtual, classes. We met, we talked, met at a trade show. The networking, the ideas that flow, and especially if you had some drinks afterwards, the stories that come out of it. If anybody knows me and Dax a couple of years ago, there was a good ping pong story. You might have to ask Janessa about that. But there is, that's where it's at, the networking, the camaraderie, because a lot of people can't or don't have anybody, in their circle they can talk to about their business. They have people that go work jobs, like Monday through Friday, and that's what they do. They don't understand, when you're working, like here. I got here at, it was about 5:40 this morning, and it's now 5:50. I've been here over 12 hours today. Love my job. Love what I do. Does it feel like I've been here 12 hours? No. But guess what? Tomorrow I might come in a little later. And Friday might not even come in at all. Might only come in for a couple hours, because if we're going to head down to head down to state for that, that's what we do. We have the ability to do it. But they don't have anybody to talk to. So you go to a trade show, you meet other people, and then they're there for you to listen and go through it with. All right, let's see. Let's see. If I try not to break any of the equipment this year. Maybe. Yeah, don't make me do shots, Renee. Don't make me do shots on it. Let's see. Renee said, yeah, thanks for reminding me. I need to look at the classes. Did we already get that one? Because, yeah, then right before that was an awesome flag. Richie was there. Let's see. There's a monogram box of the month club. Why does that not surprise me? You know what? There's another idea too. The fundraising efforts can be ran with the monthly box club. What can I put in the box for people? Well, like us, one of the things that we are actively exploring, and it's on the back burner, but we need to make it a reality, is the transfer of the month club, right? So you're going to sign up for that. When we release bundles, even though I got a bundle right here to release, look, you can kind of see what it all is in there. Does that say bunny? We got it right there for it. You would get early access to those. You would get them before the general public, so you'd get some transfers out of it. And with that, you would also get a discount code. So your own discount code to use on all transfers, not just off our awesome 15 discount that's only on in-stock items, like the in-stock transfers or ready-to-press transfers. That's what that code is good for. But if you're able to have your own, so, hey, that brings your price down. Now, $40 a month. Hey, and it saves you 25%. So do the math on it. You're going to get some transfers out of it, and then you're going to get a discount code on top of it. I don't know. Sounds like a great deal to me, and we should probably sign up for it. But that's something that we're actively working on, because there is more logistics to it when you're setting up things like that. But if you're able to go there, there's a monogram of the month. Well, hey, I can create a garden flag of the month club, right? We already talked about that. Here's a box that has on it. It's going to figure out what else you can include in this box. Hey, we can have these boxes that you can sell. We'll take care of it all. The box is going to cost you $25. You're going to sell it for $35. It's recurring revenue, right? So way to go on it. We will see you guys at DAX. Can't wait. Cannot wait to be there. Look at Renee. where can I look at this? Look at the box. I'm intrigued. See, if you really go down rabbit holes, just look at monthly subscription boxes, and there is a monthly subscription box for everything. It doesn't matter what it is. You really want to make some money? Get in the pet industry. Do that. Like, if there's a way that you can create something for a pet owner to get every month in the mail for their pet, right there, easy money, because people spend more money on their pets than they do their kids. I'm telling you. Let's see. Darren signed up with a small town down the road for their parade fair to have my Highland Games, and they said they need banners. So of course I said I can. Knowing them, I'm sending the work to Todd. That's it. And that's the thing, like the sponsor banners. So if you're doing anything with Little Leagues, right? And you're one of the things that they do is most of them have sponsor banners, right? Show them how they can make money with that banner. So the banner is going to cost, let's say, a 2x3 banner, or we'll go a 3x4 banner. It's 12 square feet. 3 times 12 is $36. It costs you $36, right? You're going to sell it to them for $50. Okay, let's just say 50 is an even number. And on that 3x4, we're going to break that into 3 sections. So there's 2, 4, 6, right? So there's going to be 6 squares on that. And you can say, hey, sell each one of these for $50, right? 1 square pays for the banner. The next 5, put them in it, right? And you can say, hey, I want to be on the banner. This is what we're going to do for it. Boom, 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 boom. You can say, we'll even waive the banner cost if you do this at $50, because here's your thing. 30, it's costing you 36, you're getting on there. So if you want to go ahead and do that, great. You're giving back. It's not costing you a whole lot. Your thing's out in the outfield. But it's another way for them to raise funds, which is what we're talking about. Any of the sponsor stuff, easy things to do with it. That is correct. Cocktails equal ideas. Cocktails equal ideas. Thanks, Brian. I'm now going down the rabbit hole of monogram subscriptions. Yeah, BarkBox, right? $200 million a year. Hey, do you need 200 million? Would you be happy with, a couple extra thousand? You can do it, locally. You could go. I would challenge anybody to prove me wrong on this. And if you are in with your local animal shelters, pet rescues, veterinarian offices, even if you were to create a product that could be a monthly subscription, and even a 3-month, 6-month, year, whatever, they get it for that amount of time, and say, hey, you're going to take it in there. Here's this little display that I'm going to build. It's this big. Here's everything that comes with it. It's going to take up, 1 square foot, but this can generate you an extra $10,000 a year, right? Oh, why? Because we're doing these boxes, and this is what it's going to cost. So they're going to sign up for it. Here's recurring revenue that's going to come back in from it. You're going to get this for it. Prove me wrong. Somebody do it and say, hey, that didn't work. And I'm going to say, well, that's because you didn't do it right. Because it works. People spend money on that. And that's, guess what? Even on the last one that I seen was they had the little stand there, and it just had what are the things? The tags. So you had like the bone tag, the heart tag, the oval tag. It had all of it on with the names on it. And you could buy it for, on there, $15. They'd scan a code. You went in their information. It was a QR code, went to the website, you put it in, got charged $15. Perfect. All right, here you go. The vet got $5 back from that. The animal rescue got $5. They're already, you're already spending money there. Hey, here's this personalized stuff that you can get. Here's a leash. Here's a collar. A leash and a collar are the same thing. No, a leash is, I had to think about that. I really had to think about that. But here's, a name tag. Here's some other stuff. Here's some things they can do. Here's, a single one. Here's a package. Here's this. Here you go. All you have to do is scan this, pick out what you want, and they'll get to you in 7 to 10 days. That's all they have is a little board that was right there. They can choose from, go online, see everything, make money, and then all you do is give some money back. Like, not that difficult. Not that difficult at all. Yeah, look at there. 200 million, it would be great, right? 200 million, it would be great. But of that 200 million, like that, how many employees do you have? How much time do you have for that? You're hiring people when you're up there in that stuff. So that's kind of where we're at. What else do you guys got for me? What are your thoughts? What are you thinking now? What are you thinking right now that you could turn into a fundraising effort? I know wheels are turning, and this is where we need more comments from you. What are some things that you offer? Because here, we're all in the same business. We all do the same thing, right? Maybe some people do screen printing, maybe some people do embroidery, but at the end of the day, we all are providing, decorated apparel and gifts to customers. So we've all got something unique to us. We've got information to offer to others. Remember, we're the experts in the industry. Your customers don't know how to make a shirt or don't know how to make this. They don't want to, they don't care. They just know that they want to order something. They want to get a nice product at a good price and, get the experience with it. If you can help them make money with it, now we're talking. And when you can get in these bundles and these larger things, that's where money starts coming in at. If you can do 100 shirts and you can make, $5 a shirt, it's $500 profit. You're going to have those shirts. I've shown you that with transfers, where you can get 100 shirts done in less than an hour. You make $5 profit a shirt. Guess what you did? You just made $500 in an hour. Do that 4 times a month, and profit-wise, what's that buy you? What would an extra $200 or an extra $2,000 in your pocket a month be like? How would that change the way that you do business? How would that change your life? And that's only 4 orders, 400-piece orders. That's it. No more, no less. Need more? Sell more. Need more? Go more. There's events going on every weekend. There's events damn near going on every night anymore. Trivia night, volleyball night. There's stuff going on everywhere, everything. It's just a matter of getting out there and getting after it. Because if there's an event going on, there's a shirt that can be made for it. There's a cup that can be made for it. There's a bar in your area that is like the go-to place. The tumblers, easy enough. Yep, here, refills are X on this. How many places have you went to on vacation and that? And here's the cup for this. And the souvenir cup is 3 times expensive. But when you come back, your refills instead of $8 or $4. What'd you do? You bought that cup because you did the math and you're like, well, hell, I'll get this back. And now what do you have? Here's this cup that goes around. And what do? Oh, they wash it out for me and they do this. And at the end of the night, I get a clean one to go with. Cool. Easy money. These are all things that, as we are growing our business, these are things that you're going to, as we start implementing more and more. Because here's the thing, on our business, Fat Dad at its core has been, over the last 3-4 years has been more on the wholesale side of things, providing these items to you. Well, now that we've got the level up side of things, that's more the retail side. So the things that we've done in the past, we're going to start doing again and start picking those up because we generate that revenue. And as we do them, we're going to show you how it works, what goes through with it, and everything that we can do from there. Right there. An extra $2,000 a month is my mortgage payment. There you go. An extra $2,000 a month is your mortgage payment. And that's selling 400 shirts, right? 400 shirts. 400 shirts, that's just, basic math on it. You're going to, a shirt that you're going to sell for $12 to $15, shirt, single color print, you're going to have done, that's worst case scenario. You're going to have, an hour in design work, talking with them, everything from there, and then an hour in pressing, 2 hours into it, $500, you're still making $250 profit per hour because everything is covered in it. So if you can get more, sell more. Very simple, very easy to do. Got to put it out there. And if you can, like I said, we can get in these subscription things, that's recurring revenue. Maybe this month you only have 2 people. Oh, this sucks. And next month you have 3 people. And then 3 months you have 6 people. And in 14 months, and in 12 months you have, 100 people sign up. Well, let's say you have a subscription box that, you're selling for $40. That subscription box at $40, you're making $12 profit after everything is said and done. So that first month you made $24. Ooh, great, $24. But next month, I've got 40, 24, and people made, $10 per. That's $500 that month, and that's $500 the next month, and $500 the next month, and $500 the next month. So subscription models work. That's why everybody does them. The MDA Shamrock fundraiser started at the bar. Alan, I did not know that, but that everything good starts in the bar. Renee, good. Go get tacos. Have a great night, everyone. Yeah, because we're on the 6 o'clock hour. So we've been here for an hour. Hopefully I generated some ideas for you. Hopefully I got your mind turning. I want to hear responses from you. I want to hear how everything is doing. I want to know, what more can we help you with? I remember next week is going to be Chat GPT. We're going to talk about how that can help you in your business. Tomorrow morning mindset. We're going to do that 8:30 a.m. We do that every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Thursday, we will do a bundle drop. I got it right here. And we just might have to run a little discount code from Thursday through Sunday to make up for it. Or it might be next weekend. Because next weekend is St. Patrick's Day. Next Friday is already St. Patrick's Day. That's crazy talk, right? So we've got all that going on. Like I said, next Tuesday, we've got ChatGPT. We've already got that listed, so make sure you get in on that. If you like this type of content, let us know. Commenting, sharing, liking, subscribing, all help. 80% of the people watching this aren't subscribers. I can see the numbers. So make sure that you like, subscribe, share, do all that. You guys have an amazing night. We'll be back here tomorrow morning for Morning Mindset. Until next time, guys, peace, love, press on, and as soon as I can find the little outro, I will hit the button and we will tell you. Good night, everybody. See ya.